people who call Reitz Hill home in Evansville are continuing their push to prevent a developer from building more homes near their front porches. Tonight, they held a meeting to discuss their options moving forward.
And some of those options could mean losing green from their own pockets. Eyewitness News' Grace Haba has been following the story. She is here now with the latest on this. Grace?
Brad and Shelley, many residents showed up to this meeting tonight to voice their concerns and even to discuss if they could possibly pool their own money to purchase the lot. Now, many of the residents that showed up live in the area right near where is highlighted right here, and that is where the vacant lot will be, or where the development could possibly go up. It sits off Forest Avenue in between Baker and Dreyer. All of these residents who showed up tonight voicing concerns with plans to build 5 new homes in this vacant lot.
It's part of the neighborhood.
Dozens of residents taking a stand.
If we don't have that, not only do we not have anywhere to park, but it feels like we kind of lose part of our property as well.
Trying to make sure a small vacant lot remains that way. Many concerned with parking and navigating the narrow Reitz Hill roads if homes are built on the lot.
It would definitely be difficult. I have driven the charter buses up there for tours, and that definitely can be a challenge. I remember one time having a route taking one of the other roads down, and I couldn't get out until some guys moved.
Whenever we got the house, it was kind of an addition. It was a bonus that was added on from the previous tenants. They had assured us that it had been there for so long and it had always been used with no problems.
According to the Area Plan Commission, the lot was valued at $10,800 in 2019. But residents say the developer now wants $75,000 for the land.
Obviously, I think it's a lot of money for a piece of property that's roughly about 1/3 of an acre.
I think it's absolutely it's crazy. It's too much.
Some saying they've spoken to multiple city leaders, but know there is strength in numbers.
We're still covering a lot of the issues that are involved with the situation with the property on Reitz Hill, and we're just looking to get through this with the best possible answers.
The developer's plans need to be approved by the Area Plan Commission and by the city's Drainage Board. Another thing addressed at tonight's meeting were squatters' rights. Squatters are people who choose to occupy an abandoned or unoccupied area of land without lawful permission, meaning they do not rent or own the property. So some residents feel that since they've been maintaining the lawn care of this lot for over 30 years, they might be entitled to some of those rights here.
Yeah, and when it comes to squatters' rights, it depends on the state you live in. Where does Indiana stand on the time requirement?
So in the state of Indiana, it does take 10 continuous years of possession for a squatter to make an adverse possession claim, which would then give them legal ownership of the property.
All right. Grace, thanks a lot for your update.